I caught my one boyfriend sleeping with my mom. So I showed up to Thanksgiving holding his dad's hand. At least he knows what he's doing in bed. I smiled as my ex turned purple. So, yeah, the title sounds like something out of a trashy soap opera, but I swear to God, every word of it happened. And no, I'm not proud of everything I did, but I'm also not sorry. Let me take you back to when things still felt normal. I, 24F, had been dating this guy, we'll call him Tyler, 26M, for 3 years. Thought he was the love of my life. We lived together, shared a cat, had a Pinterest board for our future house, mostly mine, but still. My friends liked him. My mom really liked him. And that, my friends, should have been the first red flag. At first, I didn't notice it. She was just chatty, asking about our relationship, laughing way too hard at his dumb jokes, making comments like, Tyler's so mature for his age, or, you're lucky he's not like the boys your age. Okay, weird, but moms say weird things. It got sketchier when she started stopping by randomly. Like, I'd come home from work and she'd be there, just dropping something off, sitting on the couch with Tyler like it was totally normal. Once, I walked in and she was wearing my hoodie. Said she was cold. I thought maybe I was being paranoid. Then came the weekend trip. My girlfriends and I had planned a little getaway, just 3 days at a cabin. Total last-minute cancellation because one of the girls got the flu. I texted Tyler that I was heading back early. No reply. Maybe he's napping. I get home around 5 p.m. The house is quiet. The cat doesn't come greet me, odd. There's a wine glass on the kitchen counter, lipstick on the rim. Not mine. I start walking upstairs. And then moaning. I froze. You know when your brain just kind of short-circuits? Like, nope. I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. This is probably a podcast or something, right? But then I hear her voice. Her. I don't even remember how I got up the stairs. I just remember flinging open the door and seeing my mom, my mother, in my bed, tangled up with my boyfriend. Naked. Smiling. Looking like they were caught having a snack, not committing a betrayal that would haunt me for the rest of my life. They both screamed. I didn't. I just stood there. I think my soul left my body for a second. Tyler, babe, wait, it's not what it looks like. My mom, honey, I can explain. Me, explain what? That you're a garbage human? That this is a sex dungeon now. I don't remember what I said after that. I just know I left. Slammed the door. Got in my car. Drove until my gas light came on. I didn't cry right away. I sat in a parking lot, staring at the steering wheel, feeling like the world had just punched me in the throat. And then, when I finally broke down, I made a promise to myself. Right then and there. You're gonna wish you never met me, Tyler. And Mom? You're gonna regret ever being born. Next part gets juicy, trust me. Let me know when you're ready for part 2, Fallout and Family Meltdown. After catching them in the act, again, my boyfriend and my mom, in my damn bed, I went full ghost mode. No calls, no texts, no dramatic goodbye. I just disappeared from their lives like a magician with trauma. Tyler blew up my phone. He had the nerve to send texts like, I messed up, but it was a one-time thing. It didn't mean anything. We were drunk. Your mom came onto me. Oh, yes. He went there. Meanwhile, my mom, the woman who raised me, fed me, told me not to trust men who cheat, had the audacity to call me crying. Crying. Sweetie, I never meant to hurt you. I was in a vulnerable place. You've been so distant lately. Vulnerable? Distant? She was vulnerable on top of my man. I didn't answer either of them. I blocked their numbers. Changed the locks. Deleted every picture of Tyler and me from my phone, even the cute one from our anniversary where I thought he might propose. Yeah, LOL. But I did call someone else. My dad. Now, let me paint the picture. My dad, Tom, is quiet. Steady. Always wears white sneakers and smells like sawdust. He and my mom were married for 25 years. He loved her deeply, which made this next part absolutely nuclear. I called him and said, Dad, I need to tell you something, and it's gonna sound like a lie. Then I told him everything. From the lipstick on the wine glass to the moaning to the betrayal Olympics that happened in my bed. Silence. Then my dad, very calmly said, "I'll pack my things tonight." Yep. He left her. Moved in with a friend the next day. Told her she could keep the house, said he didn't want to live in a crime scene. And me? I thought maybe I'd feel better. Lighter. But mostly, I felt numb. Like I'd been hit by an emotional freight train and then dragged under it for a few miles. For the next week, I just floated. I went to work. Smiled. Nodded. Ate cereal for dinner like a zombie. Everyone kept asking, "Are you okay?" And I just said, "Yep," like a well-trained hostage. Then, one night, while doom-scrolling Reddit and eating ice cream straight from the tub, something in my brain snapped back into place. It was like someone slapped the power button. And I remembered something. Tyler's dad. Mark. Mark was different. Kind. Old-school polite. Always treated me like I mattered. Last Christmas, he pulled me aside and said, "You're too good for my son, you know that?" At the time, I laughed it off. But now? Now that I was a woman scorned, single, and vengeful? Oh, I had ideas. Big, spicy, holiday-ruining ideas. After a full week of heartbreak, blocked numbers, and rage-fueled cereal binges, something inside me finally clicked. Not the healing kind of clicked. The let's burn it all down and make mores over the flames kind. So I started thinking, not just petty revenge. Not just dramatic revenge. I wanted Shakespearean revenge. And then it hit me. Mark. Tyler's dad. My ex-boyfriend's dad. Let me remind you. Mid-40s. Salt and pepper hair. Drives a vintage truck. Calls women ma'am and actually means it. Once told me, "You're way too smart for Tyler," and I thought he was joking. But now? That man was starting to look like a golden ticket. I had his number from a family dinner group text months back, thanks fate. So I sent a casual message. "Hey, I know this is out of nowhere, but do you want to grab a coffee sometime?" I could really use someone sane to talk to. Less than 10 minutes later. Absolutely. I was hoping you'd reach out. We met up at this quiet little cafe a few towns over. I wore something casually hot. Like, oops, I just threw this on, but I also look like a revenge fantasy vibes. And let me tell you, Mark looked good. Like, dad hot. Warm smile. Big hands. Said all the right things. He listened to everything. Every detail. Didn't interrupt once. At the end of my venting, I laughed and said, "Can you believe they thought I'd just take this lying down?" And he smiled, that slow, dangerous smile, and said, "Let me know how I can help." Okay, chills. Literal, actual chills. After that coffee, we started texting. A lot. Then more meetups. A dinner. A drink. A walk that turned into hand-holding that turned into, well, let's just say Mark is very different from his son. But it wasn't just about revenge anymore. It started feeling real. We clicked. He respected me. Listened. Made me laugh again. One night, we were sitting on his couch, and I half-joked. "You know, Thanksgiving's coming up. We should crash the family dinner." He raised an eyebrow. "Are you serious?" I shrugged. Would make one hell of an entrance. He didn't say anything. He just smiled. Okay. So now I'm low-key dating Mark, yes, Tyler's dad. It started out as petty revenge, I won't lie. But somewhere between laughing at bad Netflix movies and kissing in his truck like we were teenagers, things got good. Really good. Mark was a gentleman. He opened doors. He brought me flowers just because. And most importantly, he never once treated me like I was just a girl. He treated me like a woman. A woman with options. Dangerous ones. Meanwhile, Tyler started spiraling. Hard. At first, it was subtle. He started liking my Insta stories. Sent a "you up?" text at 1:13 a.m., blocked, obviously. Then came the guilt DMs. "I just made a mistake. You know I still love you. Your mom's crazy. I never even liked her like that. Can we please talk? Just once. Boy. Please." And then, oh, this part still makes me grin, I posted a photo. Not of Mark's face. Just a shot of his hand holding mine, Both our drinks on the table, his watch in frame. Caption: some men actually know how to treat a woman. Tyler lost his mind. He texted from a new number. Who's the old dude? You're disgusting. Hope you're proud of yourself. Meanwhile, my mom, Linda the backstabber, decided to make a comeback. She showed up at my apartment unannounced. I opened the door and just stared at her. She said, "Can we talk?" "I miss you," I said. "I don't talk to people who sleep with my boyfriend." She rolled her eyes like I was the dramatic one. "It didn't mean anything, Ava. We were both lonely. You were always so distant." Again with the distant thing. "Girl, I was living with him." She tried to fake cry. I stayed silent. And then she asked, "Are you seeing someone new?" I smiled. "Yeah, he's incredible. You'll meet him at Thanksgiving." Linda looked suspicious. She knew I was planning something, but had no idea what. That night, I texted Mark. "You still up for Thanksgiving?" He replied, "I already bought the wine. Thanksgiving Day." I wore red. Not burgundy. Not wine. Red. Fitted dress. Classy neckline. Just enough to say, "I'm doing amazing, sweetie." Mark picked me up in his truck. He looked sharp. Clean shave. Navy blazer. That woodsy cologne that says, "I chop firewood but also do my taxes early." I was nervous but buzzing. Not because I still cared what Tyler or my mom thought. I just really wanted to watch their faces when we walked in. So we pull up to the house. The same house where I'd once thought I might marry Tyler. The same house where my mom used to bring her potato salad like a proud family woman before she turned into the main character from a soap opera. The front door opens. Linda's there, wearing an apron and her best "I'm a changed woman" face. She sees me. She sees Mark. Holding my hand. Her face freezes like someone just threw a pie at her soul. Tyler walks into the hallway, holding a plate. Sees us. He stops like he hit an invisible wall. What the F? I smile sweetly. "Happy Thanksgiving." Mark leans in and kisses me on the cheek. In front of everyone. Linda actually drops the dish she's holding. Glass shatters. The whole room goes dead silent. Tyler. "What the hell is this?" Mark, calm as a monk. "This is me not pretending anymore." Linda. "Ava, how dare you? This is inappropriate." I looked her dead in the eyes. "You slept with my boyfriend. In my bed. In my house. I brought my date to a family dinner. We are not the same." Tyler. "This is sick. You're dating my dad." Me. "Well, at least he knows what he's doing in bed." Tyler turned purple. Linda looked like she might faint. Mark just took a sip of wine like this was a TED Talk. Then, my dad walks in, remember him? The other betrayed parent. He sees us. Sees what's happening. Looks at Linda. Then laughs hard. "Oh, this is better than football." We didn't stay long. Just enough to ruin their meal, blow up their egos, and leave the scent of Mark's aftershave in the air like a power move. As we walked out, I heard Linda mutter, "She needs help." Mark turned around and said, "She's fine. You're the one who needs new boundaries." And just like that, we drove off. Into the sunset. Or at least into a Denny's parking lot to grab pie, because revenge makes you hungry. You'd think after nuking a whole family dinner, things would calm down. They didn't. The group chat? Imploded. The family dynamic? Radioactive. Minor peace? Thriving. Spade level thriving. After Thanksgiving, I expected Mark to say something like, "Okay, that was fun, but we went too far." Nope. Instead, he leaned back in the diner booth, wiped whipped cream from his pie plate, and said, "I wish I could have seen Tyler's face again. Priceless." So yeah, we kept dating. Not in a gimmicky, let's milk this revenge kind of way. In a real way. Like, actual grown-up dates. Road trips. Lazy Sundays. Matching mugs, his idea, not mine. The man even learned to make my coffee right, oat milk and everything. Legendary behavior. As for Tyler, he spiraled. Unfollowed me on everything. Then refollowed a week later. I ignored him. He tried texting from yet another new number, just said, "Do you miss me?" I replied, "Yeah," like a headache. Blocked. Again. And Linda? She tried to play victim for a while. Told her friends I'd seduced Mark as revenge. I didn't even have to defend myself. My dad posted on Facebook. Yes, boomers still use it. If you cheat with your daughter's boyfriend, don't be shocked when karma comes back wearing heels. Iconic. And Tyler's family? Oh, they took my side. Mark's sister messaged me, said Linda was always weird, and that I was braver than the Marines. Her words, not mine. Eventually, things cooled down. No more threats. No more drama. Just occasional awkward sightings if we were ever in the same grocery store aisle. Spoiler, I always looked hotter. As for Mark and me, we dated for about 9 months. And you know what? It was good. Surprisingly normal. We laughed. We healed. We reminded each other that being treated right doesn't have to feel like a rare miracle. We're not together now, not because of drama. Just life. Different places. But we still talk sometimes. We both came out better, stronger, and with more emotional intelligence than half the internet. And every time Thanksgiving rolls around, I wear red.